Alright, hello and welcome to SLR2. I am going to be streaming. I'm LSD Legend 44. We are at round 12 on Russia. Going to be hopping into a one-shot quali and then straight into the featured race. It's going to be quite interesting because I haven't really been paying attention to that much of F2, but I have checked in now and then. I hope everything's okay with the stream at the moment. But yeah, I think the constructors is lined up to be pretty close. So we'll see what happens with that. I should have a co-streamer soon, hopefully. And once they come on, I'll get them in as well. As we are. And I think I am now joined by Phantom. You can hear me, right?
Yep, I'm here.
Good. You haven't missed much, only about going into short quality now. Well, one shot. As we will get underway in Russia. One of the, I'll say, tough tracks with track limits, but it does provide good racing and good qualifying sessions, to be honest.
Yeah, track limits can be tough around here.
What are your views on this track then?
Personally, it's one of my favourite tracks. Unpopular opinion. But I've always gone well round here, and I think it's a good track. But yeah, difficult with the track limits, but it can provide some great racing today.
As Crispy is led through Sector 1, and he's still in the lead in Sector 2. As it is one shot, so you only get one chance, so it puts a lot more pressure on these drivers. But yeah, I would say this is one of my favourite tracks as well. But it can be a pain with track limits.
Yeah.
As I think Crispy might just get this if he keeps it clean for these two right-handers. And Crispy does get it, followed by Beast Assassin, and Darnell get the top three for qualifying, but I think Crispy looked in control through that whole lap.
Yeah, it was close between Crispy and Assassin, but not going to challenge Crispy.
Yeah, very close. Very close, 3 attempts, almost 4 attempts. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the featured, but I think if the unis keep as they're going, they will win the constructors, I'm thinking. If I'm not mistaken, at least.
I just realised I haven't pressed spectate, I've pressed join.
Ooh, that's gonna be...
I'm just going to close the game and start again.
Your AI will still go around, it's probably just best to retire it in the pit lane.
Yes, that's an issue. Oops.
I'll invite you back.
Thank you.
We're going strong. Oh, as it's a wet featured. That's
Wet
gonna spice
race.
things up.
Yeah, that would make things a bit interesting. Was not planning to drive today.
Yeah, you might just as well just be the medical calm, well, pretend medical calm at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Russia in the wet, to be honest. As they get underway with their formation lap. But yeah, I'm not a big fan in Russia in the wet. It's one of those tracks, like, it can be fun in the wet, but some corners with track limits and all that, it's very difficult.
Yeah, I agree. I've got to say, turn 3, the long left-hander, is one of my favourite corners, actually, on the calendar.
Yeah, it's very satisfying getting that
Yeah,
right. I think turn 4 is also a very tricky braking zone because sometimes you can run wide on the
yeah.
exit.
Oh, we have a
Or as
spin.
UKB's assassin does hit a wall.
Owen Howell has spun on the formation lap as well.
Just a note to prove how tricky it is out here with all this condition so far. These drivers will be on the edge because these cars do not have inter tyres, so
Yeah,
it must be very bad if they're on wet tyres.
yeah, it'll be a challenge for these drivers, but I think they'll do all right. Just gotta take it easy, first couple of laps, get a feel for the track, and then
Yep.
maybe start pushing. Just don't want to risk anything too early.
Yep. Yeah, as you said, it would just be a clean lap 1, get in position, just stay in that position for as long as possible, and then just hope that you don't get a spin or too many penalties, because I think penalties might be a big factor in this track.
Yeah, we don't want it to be decided with the penalties, but there is a chance, especially in the wet
Yeah.
conditions, that it will.
And also hope that there's not a lot of contact in turn 1, because it is a tight right-hander, followed by a left in turn 2. So, one of the trickier turn 1s, I say, that's around in the calendar.
Yeah, yeah, heavy braking zone, long run down towards it's actually turn 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
As now 5 red lights are on, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like Crispy gets a decent start over UKB Assassin, but Darnell is going to get the double toe, as I think starting third here is kind of beneficial because you can get a double toe. Racewall is following behind him fourth, as there's a spin behind.
No, there's just me going slowly.
No,
Oh, no, there is
there
a
is a spin
spin.
behind. Yeah, I think it's Alan, yep.
Yeah, there was Alan. Oh,
I've
and
got the back
I
end of
have
it as
bottled it.
UKB does get past round the outside. As there's a virtual safety
Yeah,
car already.
that's my fault.
There was a car around Monkey.
I'm struggling to keep the car on.
As there's a 5-second penalty already for Dodgy collecting or having contact with EA that aids them. But UKB's Assassin went round the outside on turn 3 to get the job done just before turn 4. on Crispy, so he's in the lead under this virtual safety car. As at the moment, the biggest loser is Monkeys for having that spin, but I'm expecting Alan to go into the pits from that crash that he had. Don't know if there was contact made. I just flipped over to broadcast and I just see a pink car spinning.
Sorry about my controller.
It's all good. As it's green flag now, so they are all racing again. It looks like UKBS has managed to time it right, but he does have a drift going into the uphill section part that they had to. It was man-made. It wasn't really part of the track. And they go to double right-handers. As they all are swimming, Darnell does take the bollard for the corner cutting bollard. I don't know if that was a warning or not. No, it was quite tricky to overtake in these conditions. As there's a lot of people in the pits. 5 cars in the pits already. From all that earlier contact from lap 1. And it's only lap 2. So, and we have got some action in the back. Dylan and Division going. Still going side by side. Ooh, Division had to run a bit wide. Bully gets a little bit squirmish on the throttle. And that sees Dylan into P9. And further up, Nicky and Czech seem a bit close.
2 drivers wide at the back, Mason and Monkey both going wide at turn 2.
I think Dodgy was probably round. As now, UKB Assassin has now got a 1.2 second lead on Crispy. As I'm still on board with Nicky because he seems like he is closing on Czech. But I think I'm going to jump up to hang on, why isn't? There we go. Jump onto the unis because they might have a switcheroo. Because it seems like Darnell's a little bit closer. Crispy, his teammate. He's having a look. It's going to be a big lunge, but he's not going to go for it.
Yeah, it's a sensible move in these conditions.
Yeah, well, they are both teammates, and they are still leading the Constructor Championship. As I thought Ham was going to go for lunge as well and race for from behind. As now it's a three-way battle, as Nicky did get past Czech. But Silver's now joined this battle. As I think we got Owen Howell and Lee Menz having a bit of a battle as well. I think Menz gets a better exit, it looks like. He's gonna try and get alongside Owen here. He's gonna try down the inside. Very loose. Looks like Owen does give him the position though, fairly. As the Menz does go wide, it's very tricky out here at the moment. Oh, as Owen, as I jump on board with Menz, Owen has spun it.
We're going to move at the front race roller. It's under pressure.
Oh, yep. Click on board with that.
Just manages to stay ahead.
Oh, I think someone's gone a bit deep, unless that's... Might have been Nicky. Might have gone a bit deep. I thought I caught someone go a bit deep. But yeah, these conditions must be very difficult most of these drivers are making their own mistakes instead of others making them for them. But we might see Ham or go for a move on race for them.
Yeah, Ham's a lot closer this time.
These two are, yeah, these two are closer. He does have a look, but he's too far back. Czech has a look as well, and so does Division. These the top 10 are pretty much all like, well, I wouldn't say every single one, but they've at least got a big gap and then someone behind them.
Yeah, the top 10 are all quite close.
Yeah. As this freeway battle is still going on between Nicky, Southerner and Czech. As we got Mason Gammon picking up the first 3-second time penalty. Which I'm expecting a lot more, to be honest. Because of these kind of conditions will make you slip more wide to pick up more track limits, but game might even let you off with it. Sometimes just do that.
Yeah, up top, Ham's got a good exit. Going onto the back straight. Of course, no DRS in these conditions.
He's going to try a lunge. He's gone for it. And he has succeeded it, but Racewall has still stuck his nose in. As they go to the tricky part, the uphill, and the way it is very difficult. As I think Racewall is just looking for the better exit than Ham as they go into sector 3. Yeah, as Racewall is just being careful. As now, do we expect another changeover between Racewall and Ham? Does Racewall reclaim P4? But he's gaining. It's the big gain. He's gonna go trying round the outside. I couldn't stick it with turn 2, so he had to take the cut off, but still did lose a bit of time to him. But I think we're probably going to see Southerner around Nicky actually. Behind. Nope, Southerner still sticks behind Nicky. As I think this is the closest battle so far. We could possibly see Crispy go for another move around Assassin because he is under 7 tenths. It used to be 8 or 9 tenths, the difference. So I think Crispy's probably putting on the pressure now on the UK Beast Assassin. As now this is turned to a 4-way fight for P4. 5-way if you count Ham in that. As Ham does go deep, but I don't know if that compromises his exit. Looks like it might have because Racewall was closer.
Yeah, Southerner and Nicky very close behind with his technical section.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump aboard with Crispy and see if he's gonna go for a move into turn 1, or if he is gaining at least, as UKB's Assassin does take the fast lap of the race. For now, it's not even halfway of the distance yet. We're about 48% of the way in. Doesn't seem like this weather's improving quickly, but it is improved.
Yeah, I don't think
the weather has officially stopped.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's raining, but the track will take time to dry out.
Yeah, so is it worth a gamble? Because I know pit stops around here are quite large, but it depends how quick the slick tyres are going to improve. As I don't know about further down if someone's had an incident.
Yeah, I think Owen House had a moment in sector 3.
Couldn't see any damage, so
Southerner's gone for a move on Nicky. in the fight for
Oh, yep, and
P6.
I get that perfectly as he gets the job done. But could Nicky lose out to Czech here as well for all this battling, as Southerner had to go one off wide. But Czech is now seeing the opportunity, as these three drivers are very close to each other and have been through 4 laps now, like a lot of laps. Majority of this race have been close together.
Crispy is getting quite close to UK Beast Assassin towards the front.
Yep.
Got down to 6/10 of a second.
Yeah, it was 4 in that technical part, so I think Crispy's very close on the slow corners, but I think Assassin's exit on the corners is just something Crispy probably can't match, as Darnell now starts the fastest lap of the race. So I don't think anyone's on the slick tyres yet, no. So no one's gonna take the risk, take the gamble. Because it does seem like it's stopped raining.
The only question is, will the drivers, as we see Checker spun, taking big wing damage at turn 2,
He was.
just lost the rear there.
That's devastating. Because he was in a good position. It's battling with Nicky and Southerner.
Yeah, will the drivers want to risk putting on the slicks and losing time, or stay with the wets and
I
hold
think
track
Mason
position?
Gammon might go for that, as he's into the pit lane. We'll jump on board and see what he puts on, as it is the slick compounder tyre. Puts on the super softs. So we'll see how quick he gains up to the field. And maybe we could see more drivers coming in, as I hop to the front 2 now as they're rounding the last couple of corners. This time Crispy not being super close behind. So he might have had a very bad in-lap, if it is an in-lap. The front 2s don't decide to pit in. Neither does Darnell, so... I think it'll be a matter of when, because they've got about 6 laps remaining.
Yeah, 6 laps to go. I don't think many drivers will go for the slick tyres.
Yeah, but it very depends on how quick this track does dry up.
Yeah, Jack has pitted. I will keep an eye to see if he's putting on the slicks. I think he is.
It's probably worth the gamble now, if he's got wing damage.
Yeah, he's going for the gamble, and that front wing change, of course.
We'll see who else has gone for it, but Mason Gammon on this super sauce at the moment is losing time to his teammate in front, in 16th place, so might just be lack of grip, like the track's not drying up as quick as he wants. So now Crispy is finding himself closer to UK Beast. It is now 4 attempts the gap. I think this is the closest ever been. As he sets a purple sector 2, this could be on for a fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, but he's held behind UK Beast Assassin now through this technical section.
Yep. One of the sections is very hard to get right in the wet. As we probably could see a move here, because this is as close as Crispy's ever gotten to UK Beast. It's whether we can get a better exit than him in the last corner. And I think he does. As Ham gets the fast lap of the race too, with that clean air. But he's still under pressure by race followers. Because he's had a look, but he's not close enough. If he definitely had DRS down that main straight, he would have gotten past. Very hard to overtake in the wet round here. As I think we got Nicky and Southerner still close. As Ham's gone a bit deep into one of the corners. I think that's turn 4. But it doesn't seem like he loses that many time to race roller. Oh yeah, Crispy's losing time now to UK Beast.
Yeah, it's a close battle for the lead. One mistake could go to either driver. Yeah, just watching Mason Gammon, he's struggling for grip on slick tyres.
No, I don't think the tracks improve much. It seems like these guys are still set in purple sectors with their wet, so it must not be the perfect time.
Still 4 seconds down on his fastest lap.
Yeah. Well, it was worth the risk. He's not really gaining much positions anyway. UK Beast now retakes the fastest lap of the race. As I think gaps are starting to spread a bit more.
Crispy seems a lot closer to UK now.
Check and Dodgy switching positions. I thought they were quite close down the main straight, but Dodgy just get the position. So, and Check is on the slick tyres, so it's probably not working out in his favour. As we saw with Mason. Just not pulling in the lap times that they really wanted. But I don't know if no, they don't have the straight line speed either. Let's go back up to the top two as these two in the technical part of the section again are quite close.
Yeah,
but they are coming into traffic now.
Yeah, back mark with SLR Allen, or Jacker, sorry. Gets out of the way nicely though. And does receive a 10-second.
That's kind of a bit harsh for getting out the way. As Crispy had not a great exit in the final corner. As I think we might see Nicky have a bit of a move going on with Southerner. Southerner is going defensive early and keeps Nicky behind him for now, as these two are getting caught up by Division and Dylan.
Yeah, I think the track's getting dry now, working towards the slicks. Check is getting closer to Dodgy. Mason Gammon's catching up to Owen Howell as well.
Yeah, there might be last 3 laps maybe.
I'm not sure many drivers
start to perform.
I don't think many drivers will risk it now and just hold on for track position.
Let's just hope this leads to a dry sprint race.
Yeah, Monkey is pitted.
He's out of the points anyway, so he's probably going for the gamble. Probably try and steal fastest lap of someone. So now, yeah, division has now caught up to Nicky and Southerner. So he'll get a bit more of a slipstream. But it is still quite difficult to pass in the wet. As Crispy's still within 8/10 of UK. As Ham sets the fast lap of the race again. Seems like Ham and UKBs are battling for that fastest lap point. As I think this is Mason Gammon they've caught up to. Oh no, it's still Xhaka. Okay. Oh yeah, these guys haven't lapped him yet. But yeah, Xhaka's going to get lapped again. Well, lapped by 6th and 7th. Let's hope he doesn't get a 10-second penalty for getting out of the way this time. As he does get out the way.
Nicky's quite close to the back of Southerner now.
Yeah. Just if these two drivers, or one of these drivers had DRS, it would be an easy overtake. Because the main straight is a long straight. And this straight does provide good overtakes on the, as you go to the downhill heavy braking zone.
Dodgy and Allen both pitted as well for the slick tyres out of the points, so might be going for the fastest lap here.
Yeah, just try and steal it, try and hinder someone a little bit more. As I think Crispy's must have had a spin because the two cars have swapped between Darnell and Crispy's. Crispy's now going to the pits. Oh, he's got a puncher. So this is interesting. Crispy has had a puncture from some sort of contact, or that might just be tyre wear. So how close is the top two, or everyone else from getting a puncture then? Maybe this is why we're seeing other drivers pit everywhere.
Yeah, that's unlucky for Crispy. Could have been in for the race win there.
Yeah. That's very unlucky. That's like happened at the wrong possible time.
Yeah, he'll be hoping to at least hold on for the points now. And might try and go for fastest lap at the end.
If he can possibly get P8, he will still be first for the sprint. Because the top 8 do get reversed. And it seems like UKB isn't worried about tyres. He's still not like easing off. So it must have just happened randomly. Probably caught Chekhov by surprise. As track improvements must have improved because now Czech has set the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, track does look a lot drier now.
I'm very confused how he got that puncture, but Nicky now is gonna try around the outside of Southerner, try and go for the switchback. He's gonna try it again, but this time I think he probably gets a better exit than Southerner, and he does.
Yeah,
what a nice move that was.
That's a lovely move there from Nicky. Great racing.
As he saw the division in the background getting a bit out of shape. As I think this Southerner be coming. Has he got a puncture as well? No, okay, he's very wiggly, so I thought he did. Oh, he
He
does.
does have a
Front left,
puncture.
front left.
Yeah.
That is so. This race, these drivers must be risking it right now. That's two drivers in now that with punches.
Yeah. DRS though now on the final lap of the race.
Yeah. So the UK Beast and Dana must be praying to the racing gods that they do not get a puncture. And so is Hampton. Pretty much everyone in the points so far is praying, but Crispy now is into P8, so as it stands, he will get the first or the pole in the sprint race. But yeah, that's very made something turn, because we've seen two drivers now with punctures, which is just crazy.
Yeah, not what these drivers will be wanting at all.
Yeah. Their tyres must be absolutely screaming then. And it seems like they always pick up a puncture in this technical part of the track, where it does punish your tyres a lot more.
I think the tyres will just about hold on for these drivers.
Yep. As UKB's Assassin will win the featured, followed by Darnell, and followed by Ham. They will get score the maximum points of this race. Everyone else will get some points. But Crispy still gets his 4 points for getting pole.
And gets P8 and the fastest lap as well.
Yep, so could have gone a lot worse for Crispy. Luckily it didn't happen like near the start. I think it happened to him near the end of his lap. So it didn't really punish him too much. Yeah, what a hectic featured race that is.
Yeah, conditions changed right at the end there. Probably caught a lot of drivers off guard.
Yeah. And that we saw two punctures, which is
Yeah.
must mean that these drivers' tyres were screaming. That's probably why we saw most people coming for the slicks. As we got the last couple of drivers now coming around. Yeah, what a great first race in Russia.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's kind of caught me off guard seeing punches. When the track was improving, I never thought it would improve to the point where there was not much rubber left on the tyres.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some more good action in the sprint race.
Yep. What would be your predictions for the sprint race?
With
Who would you say will come your top three?
Crispy on pole could have the race win, but I'd expect UK Beast Assassin to make a charge through the field and potentially get on that podium as well, but I think it'll be too close to call.
I think you might have to retire again in the pit lane.
Yeah, I
on the
will.
sprint. Now, as Crispy gets 10 points in that race because of his qualifying and his well, qualifying his position and the fastest lap. 2 points for the fastest lap. That is, never knew it was two. I thought it was always one, but I guess F2 is different.
Yeah, 2 points there for the fastest lap and 4 points for pole. UK beats Assassin leads the way for this weekend.
As it'd be a very commanding drive from Crispy now to try and catch up to UKBs in this from this weekend. But that was a very hectic featured race because I don't think any of them were expected to get a puncture.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting tyre wear to be that high.
No, neither. Like it was, like it looked like it was still wet, so there must have just been grip for him. Like it wouldn't have just burned out the tyres that much as it is now. Sunny as hell in Russia. As we go from a dark, gloomy day to now a bright, sunny day. as Crispy does take pole for the sprint, followed by Dylan, followed by Division, followed by Nicky, followed by Racewaller, followed by Ham, followed by Darnell, followed by UKB Sutton, and everyone else below starts from where they finished in this featured. So Crispy here has kind of got a nice handicap to UKB's because UKB's has a lot more work to catch up to Crispy, where Crispy just has to keep ahead of these guys.
Yeah. It should be a good race. I'm expecting
As also now
UKB
as Crispy's got his team as well to try and get in the mix of keeping UKB's behind him.
Yeah, that could be important in terms of the championship.
Yep. As I think it should be medium tyres all round.
Yeah, at the moment everyone's going for the mediums. According to the strategy, drivers will not have to make the pit stop, so could take the mediums all the way.
Well, the medium should, but I mean,
After the feature
does it knock
race,
people's confidence? Yeah, does it knock people's confidence because they only two drivers in the feature got punctures? So does it knock the confidence that they might get a puncture again?
possibly.
But I never thought Russia was a heavy tyre wear track.
No, neither did I.
So it's very interesting to see punctures happen in the wet. They just means that they probably push their car much more. But yeah, as we wait for, I think we wait a few minutes, don't we? 5 minutes or so. Oh, as they might go now. Does anyone swap, or they all going for mediums? I think they're all gone for it still.
Yeah, everyone's still on the medium tyres.
Let's hope it's not a chaotic start in a sprint race as it was in the featured, because we did have a few spins, a little bit of contact, but nothing major. As I don't even know who were in my top 3 for this race. This was a very chaotic race in the featured, so I don't want to jinx anyone.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite a close battle all across the field.
But I'm going to say Crispy for the win. Nikki for P2, and then Ham for P3.
I'd go with the same, but I'd put UK Beast Assassin up there.
Mm.
Could. Oh, I've
Who would you
followed it on the
who
formation
would
up.
who would you drop down then out of
Ham.
the top three?
Ham for me. I think UK Beast will get him.
Okay, two different results, so we'll see who's the closest.
God, it's been such a long time since I've raced. I've completely forgotten how to drive.
Do you normally race on a controller or?
Nah, I'm usually on a wheel.
Yeah, must be a completely different experience then.
Yeah, this isn't a great controller I'm using. It's horrible, as you can probably hear.
Yeah, mate, if you race with that controller, good luck with your hands. They'll probably go numb after 2 laps.
Oh, would you get me none? I've done half a lap. I think I've managed to catch up those that shouldn't be held for too long on the grid.
Yeah, as I think they've just got into AI now.
And I've bottled it again.
That's a big rip. As every driver's now lining up.
Okay, it's put me into AI now. Apologies.
So good. Might have to apologise to every single one of these drivers though for waiting too long, but yeah.
Yeah.
And as well, the only driver now to get on the grid. So you slot in your spaceship, yeah. And
Yeah, we're just waiting for UK Beast Assassin to connect, I think.
Yeah, we've got a few ghosted now. Please don't tell me there's a lobby restart already.
Low iron back.
We have a better sprint. Well, not a better sprint, but a chaotic sprint race like we had in the future. Yep, classic. For quickest way to get a lobby restart to retire from a session I've ever seen. This will kind of mess up the interviews though a bit. Just seeing the cars flying down. Oh my god.
As we see SLR Xhaka lead the race.
We just see everyone dying behind it. He's done it, he's won it. This is not nice for a tyre. He's had a bit of a hard time. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that was the best start ever. Woo.
Yeah, that was some brilliant racing there. What a win for Xhaka.
All he had to do, it seemed like everyone else had brake malfunction going to turn one, so it must have not had a brake malfunction.
Formation lap
Right,
now.
now let's hope this formation lap does get, well, it does end up finishing. Or they're gonna think, oh no, there needs to be a safety car. As Crispy is 32 points behind Racewaller going into this weekend. Well, not even weekend, it's like a Thursday. But, you know. So it'll be quite interesting, as I think if Racewaller wins this race, or the sprint, he might even claim the drivers.
Yeah, it's a
Because after
possibility.
this, there's only 3 rounds left after this one. As F2 always kicks off SLR's, so not always, but you know, when F2's on, be racing around the F1 tracks first. And then tomorrow will be Division 1 tackling this track. Hopefully not having a mayhem of a a race that I hadn't featured, but you know. It's SF1, so anything could happen. Who is that? Someone stopped. UKB's assassin has stopped. They're all waiting for him. And that's his AI as well. Like,
The
his AI
AI
won't
mode.
move him. The AI would have taken over by that point, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
that's not him. Like, the AI spun him.
No, this is a bit bizarre.
So then they had to restart because of lobby issues, and now this has happened. It's not going well.
2021 people. Oh dear.
The time when his car gets moving, it'll be 2025. Needs to get going. Mate, it's like he's giving us a handicap. Have a 40-second head start. These guys' tyres will be getting absolutely cold. Probably not even a word to describe it. Probably absolutely freezing. Hopefully not minus 200 degrees. Oh, this car's still not moved. Has it done it again? No, there we go. I think these are going off to underway. It was kind of a weird glitch. Oh, we got mayhem. Ham's already retired. Huge contact. This is mayhem.
Yeah, that was
Don't have no idea what happened to Ham, but he got absolutely launched.
only a virtual safety car.
I
Penalties
don't
as
know
well
who else
already.
got collected, but there was a lot of wings being flown about. But I don't know if that's because of Ham's launching car, but Alan does have wing damage actually. I want to see more wing. I think Dan might have some wing damage, but he's meant not to be losing positions under. Oh no, it's not a safe virtual safety car anymore. Not my bad.
Yeah, we're
As Owen's gonna get round UKB's assassin round the outside. He keeps it. They're still wheel to wheel, wing to wheel banging. Should be going up to the front field, but we'll stay with this. Otherwise, there you go.
Crispy's going for a move on SLR Dylan. Right at the front.
Yep. Dylan just keeps it though. I think Crispy's just thinking about the long game here.
Yeah, you don't want to push the tyres too much, as we saw them Crispy have a puncture in that feature race.
I think that might probably knock his confidence a bit, but I need to do position changes. As UKB Assassin's already at 3 positions, so he's had a good start. As Alan and Darlan are pitting because I'm guessing wing damage, as it's going to be. Oh, I thought it was going to be 3 wide then with Division. But I think Division wants to get going here. He's all over Crispy here. But he does run a bit wide.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to just get past and get on with it.
Yeah, he looks like he's not really caring about his tyre wear. He just wants to get going. Seems very confident though, does Division. As now do we see Crispy go for a move here as Alan has left the session. No, retired and left. I think that was in the pit lane at least.
Yeah, he did retire in the pits and then his car has come back out onto the circuit.
Yeah, I think this lobby is kind of still a bit glitchy.
Yeah.
Seems like every time I visit Russia or something to do with Russia, the lobbies just don't work.
Yeah, I know I had one online race here, I think it was the league race, and nobody made it to the first corner. Second corner, officially. Nobody managed to make
Crispy's
it.
gonna go for the move down the inside. Oh, but he goes deep. I don't know if that might be having to give a place ban. Kind of did gain an advantage for that, but won't say anything. So now Division is just trying to find an opportunity to get past Dylan. It's probably best to wait for the next Euro straight, as these corners are very tight. It is quite possible. Oh, as Crispy has lost it. Up ahead.
Yeah, he's got
It's a
wing
virtual
damage.
safety car. Wait, that's a. No, that's not full safety car. I just saw a yellow dot for the safety car. No, it's just Darnell, that is. Yeah, that is. This race is not going Crispy's way, I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, not a lot this weekend has seemed to go for Crispy. Puncture. Now that incident.
Now like a throttle control moment. Might just because he's so used to driving in the wet. This it's just quite difficult to find. This Division is trying to not lose out too much time when this virtual safety car comes in. As I have no idea when it's coming in.
Surely it won't
Seems
be
like it's
long.
gonna be. Seems like it's lasting a fair bit. Please don't say we have to finish it. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, please don't say we have to finish it under a virtual safety car. Imagine that. That would be absolutely hectic. As race order goes a bit wide on that corner, turn 4. If the assassin is finding his way past his Nicky, I think, or was that Nicky probably trying to fight back as Czech is in this battle as well.
Crispy has
As
lost it
the
again.
Yeah, doesn't seem like he's enjoying Russia. Or his division is probably going to go for a lunge. Oh, there's contact. I think that, I don't know. It looked like, well, division had nowhere to go, and it just looked like Dylan was just not going to move, so it kind of was like a Verstappen Ricardo moment at Baku where you didn't just under brakes and hit the back of someone.
Got wing damage, but he's chosen to continue.
I mean, there's only 6 laps.
Yeah.
Depends how much time he does lose out. He's still in the fight here for some good points. That's Crispy's now got 5-second penalties. Oh god. I don't think Crispy can catch a break.
No, it's been unlucky for him this week.
As division is now struggling with that front rear grip. I saw him had to lift into turn 3, or around turn 3, but Dylan just go wide. As 2 of my top 3 predictions have crashed out. Well, we're tied now, at least. Oh, God.
Yeah, Crispy was my prediction for the race win, but will Division be able to hold on for the podium with that wing damage?
Well, it seems like he's not losing that much time on the straights, but he's definitely losing time in the corners.
Yeah, this could help Dylan.
Yeah, this could be Dylan's chance to try and break a gap, but the DRS is kind of overpowered on this track, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with the rest of these, with the remaining laps of this race. As now everyone is improving, so this is, I think this might be a race roller overtake here for P2. He's not gaining too significantly though. I think we're seeing a DRS train in its natural habitat.
Yeah, nobody really been able to make any moves.
Oh, talk about move though, UKB does get past division, so I'm guessing Raceful did as well. Just because of that lift in its turn 3. Because of that front wing is probably screaming at him to not to pit or something. So now Raceful is in to P2. But UKB from starting 8th, it's found himself into P3 on the podium spot.
Yeah, I think he could potentially, if he gets past Race Roller, maybe be on for the race win here.
It's quite doable. As Bunky has heading off as well at the start of turn 3, that looks like. Yeah, as the top four are all in within the DRS now. Czech seems like he's just holding on to P5. As Division gets to 3 seconds, I think he was trying to go into the pit lane but came back out on track. Oh, and he has retired. Quite unfortunate for Division there. As now this race follower getting the lead of the race into turn 1. I don't know if it's turn 1 or turn 2. I don't know if they count that kink as a corner. But they're still going side by side in turn 3. UK Beast is trying to find some room.
Bit of contact there.
Dylan gets a better exit due to race follower getting onto the difficult curb. The launch curbs, as everyone likes to call them in this year's game. And these drivers got to be careful because Nicky is still in this fight. Dylan is putting up a defensive work, as he has pretty much been always in P1 except that time with Crispy getting past him. But then after when Crispy binned himself into a wall, it's been Dylan's race lead again. But now does Raceroller get a better opportunity? There's a little bit of weaving on which way to go for Raceroller. So I don't think Dylan gets a better exit, but I don't think he has enough to get it side by side with Raceroller. As you could see UKB's Assassin probably go for a move. He's not quite there, but Dylan does go wide. Probably could leave the chance for Assassin to close the gap. As Nicky is still with these these drivers. These top 3 are, well, top 4 actually, are all close. I don't think Race will have be able to pull much of a gap after. It's probably very hard to break a DRS train around here. This could we possibly see Dylan retake the lead again, as he will have the DRS going down the main straight, which is a long straight, so it's does provide good speed going into turn 1.
Good exit.
But UKB's Assassin is very close in his diffuser. As he opens the ring now, he's going to try and go side by side. It's going to be a bit more difficult because they both have DRS, as Dylan is trying to force him wide as possible. But Nicky is also trying to get in this fight. It's going to be almost 3 wide. Is Nicky going to try and go for 2 moves instead of 1? See, almost. There's a little bit of banging still. But he does get 2 moves. But UK Base is going to go for the move back on him. But all this allows is Race Forward to just pull away and get out the DRS pretty much.
Yeah, that's going to be key for Raceroller if he wants to keep this lead.
As Nicky now is going to be pressuring UKB Assassin on this DRS straight.
with Beast Assassin and Nikki both being teammates, they just want to pull away from Dylan and secure the double podium as they make more contact. Sorry, they're not teammates. The colours are just the same on the timings.
It's a kind of not the same. Like you can just work out the different tent, but yeah.
They look the
If
same
you're
to
not
me.
paying attention to it,
Yeah.
if you're not paying attention to it as much, it does look the same. Yeah. As Dodgy did get past Southerner down that DRS straight as well, but I think we might see a switch over around as these two are battling for P5 as UKB just get past Nikki again. Just see if Southerner gets past Dodgy again, as I think he does. Yep, quite comfortably into turn 1.
Yeah, they've closed
As
back up.
Dodgy does have wing damage, so that's interesting.
Yeah, closed back up to Race Roller now at the front.
Yep. As Dylan was in first, now he's in fourth. It just shows you how quick it can change. We probably could find Racewaller going down to fourth, but there's only 1.5 laps remaining. And UKB Assassin is trying to go for the double win here. He won the featured, so can he win the sprint?
Managed to stay quite close for that technical section. We can get a good exit here. Could have Race Roller into turn 2. With the fastest lap as well.
Yep. As Racewaller's just got to stay in the lead now for the remaining pretty much corners of this race. There's only one other chance UKBs can get, which is that the second DRS straight.
Yeah, and with Nikki still right behind UK Beast, either 3 of these drivers could take the win here.
If Nicky's praying for these top 2 to have some sort of contact, as Racewell does go wide a bit.
Yeah, he's just got to keep
Nicky's
it.
hoping that they get a bit of contact, so it's just an easy pass through to take the lead. Racewall is going to go defensive probably, showing him the outside lane. As UKB does take it, but he does go deep actually. Is Nicky trying to make it free wide? He's losing control. The desperation of Nicky trying to get into the fight. You can see a more than a third. He's gonna try everything. He's trying everything he possibly can, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be UKB's race on Nicky, followed by Dylan.
Oh, with 20-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's harsh.
I don't know where he ignored yellow flags though.
And that drops him down to 6th.
Where did he ignore yellow flags? What?
I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, where did he ignore a yellow flag? There was no yellow flags ahead of him.
I didn't see any yellow flags until he crossed the line. That's it was a bit harsh there on SLR Nicky.
Yeah, I think that would have been in P3 to be honest. I don't.
That'll be a tough one to take.
Yeah, I'll be absolutely fuming right now. Just got robbed off a podium for doing
Yeah.
nothing wrong. And I don't even know how we're gonna do interviews because I completely forgot who won the featured on top places.
Um,
I know UK Beast will definitely is one
yeah,
because he's won both.
yeah. Um, can't remember who else was
Oh, yeah.
on.
Um, I think Racewell was up there as well because I know he finished P5 in the featured and then he finished P2, so that might boost up a bit.
Yeah,
But we had 5 retirees though.
yeah. The big crash at the start.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens to that because I just flick over to to the broadcast camera and it just see Ham in the air. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know who was, but I think it was. I don't know what Dylan. I don't know. I know Dano was up there as well, but he said he didn't finish in the points, so I think I might left him.
just look at the grid. Just reversed. So it was UK Beast, Darnell, and Ham. I believe. No. Yeah. Top three was UK Beast, Darnell, and Ham for the feature race.
Okay. So well, it won't be Dano or Ham then because they both crashed out this race. I think Rayfall will be there because I know he finished quite high.
Yeah.
I think he was finished P5, so he stayed the same. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we'd have to do the driver interviews because it is kind of messed.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I don't mind if you want to do them or not, but I think it would just be one of the, I know. I think the only certain one I've got is UK Beast, but without knowing the results from featured, it would be kind of hard
Yeah.
to find who else was joining him. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that, I guess.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about driver of the day though. So who do you think?
I think it's got to be UK Beast Saturn. He pretty much controlled the feature race, and then a good drive there in the sprint to win both of the races. So I think it's got to be UK Beast.
Yeah, I'll think UK Beast. I mean, he got P2 in featured. Got Crispy. Well, pretty much straight away, I think.
Yeah.
Lap 2 or something, and then just went on to win it. And then this sprint started P8, and then got the win again. So, but I think also Nicky probably would be attention as well because he did show some good pace and featured and a commanding effort in the sprint as well. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess we won't do the drive interview, so I guess that will be it for the Formula 2 round 12 of Russia. I thank Phantom for joining me commentating. And yeah, I hope to see you guys back here for some D1 action for the Formula One. What round is it? Round. Hang on, I'm prepared. Round 16.
16.
Yep. So yeah, join us back then for around 8 p.m. and you'll see faster drivers, faster cars, because the F2s are kind of slow. And hopefully, not much mayhem and not seeing cars fly around everywhere. But yeah, that'll be it. You want to add anything, Phantom?
No, just thank you for joining us. And see you tomorrow for Division 1.